All right, welcome everybody. It's Dave Espino, and we are back at it again. Today, I want to start off with some shout outs. I want to start off with recognizing some of the people in our mastermind community that are having success. Even just launching their first course, that is success in my book. Launching your first course, getting your first sales. I mean, there's nothing like that. I still remember my very first sale of my very first ebook quite a long time ago, and how exciting that was. That's when it all becomes real to you. And that's when it all becomes like, wow, I can do this. It works. I can do it. Right. So let's celebrate some of the people in our mastermind community. We've got Nigel Davies, who launched his course. He completed and published his course on mastermind.com. The title of his course is Name Your Brand, and it teaches you how to find a name for a business or a brand, how to create your branding, right? Nigel's an independent brand consultant who helps entrepreneurs with their branding and visions in their businesses. I think that's awesome. And it took him longer than he expected to create his course, but he's so pleased that he has reached this far and he's made it to launching his course. So Nigel says the thing that was slowing him down was self-doubt. And I know that's a big issue, and that's something we're dealing with right now in our extended coaching that we offer. Assuming people would be critical, but I know my stuff and I can help people in their businesses. I've been doing it all my professional life, so now it's time to share. Awesome work, Nigel. Congratulations on that. That is so exciting. We're going to be getting to our presentation in a little bit, but I want to do a few more shout outs before we move on. And I want to introduce you to Molly Reardon. She sold 4 seats of her Charisma and Magnetism Bootcamp program in the Mastermind Marketplace. Her course is about enhancing inner charisma and magnetism that could be beneficial both in career and in personal life. So congratulations, Molly, on those 4 sales. Currently, she has a total of 3 courses live on Mastermind. At 57, she had gained limiting beliefs around her looks, but was grateful for the Build Your Brand Challenge because it helped her become a better version of herself. So that's awesome, exciting to hear. And Molly says, Dean Graziosi, I didn't know how to say thank you for what you did for the $97 group. I literally cried. May that come back to you a billion times. So congratulations, Molly. That is so exciting to see. And then we have Maria D'Angelo, and she got her first 2 mastermind sales. Again, those first sales are so exciting. Her course is titled Create Soups Like a Chef. And her course is about learning how to cook soups quickly and easily. And she's selling her course at $47. Now she's working on another project that is coming soon. And Maria says, finally got a class up on Mastermind. It's small potatoes, but just needed to get one up and out there before I lost my nerve. You know what, guys? That sometimes is so important to just get something up there to show yourself that you can do it, right? To feel a sense of completion and momentum, right? And then she says, thanks, Dean and Tony. So congratulations, Maria. That is so exciting. Then we also have Alondra Maldonado, and she got 4 sales from the Mastermind platform, calls her course The World of Chilies and Mexican Salsas, and she sells it for $45. She teaches her students the authentic and traditional Mexican way of doing basic salsas. And Alondra is a research chef whose passion is to build cultural bridges through food. That's pretty cool. And she used to have a fear of not being knowledgeable enough. Anybody hear that? Used to have a fear of not being knowledgeable enough to teach, and her passion to be the best version of herself and her mission to teach women her cooking skills helped her to overcome this belief. Guys, right now we're talking about this in the coaching. I'm saying, look, the reason that we're not moving forward, or if you have imposter syndrome, or if you're a little nervous about doing your course, is we're too busy looking inward. And this is exactly the example that she has right here. She was fearful of not being knowledgeable enough, right? Not being good enough. But she started to get in touch with her passion to teach women her cooking skills, and that helped her go past that and bridge the gap. So Alondra says, I'm very happy that my class is on the Mastermind platform. And as Dean Graziosi taught us, we don't get to serve people without selling. And how important the hook, story, and close are, well, I think I followed those principles. So congratulations, Alondra. That is so awesome to get your first 4 sales. and many more on the way. And our last shout out today is to Lauren Holiday. And Lauren launched and sold 2 seats at $67 each in his first mastermind program. His mastermind is titled Stop Worry and Stress, Crushing You, Your Career, and Your Family. It's a 4-week program that would help people gain control of anxiety and stress. And Lorian teaches the same method he used to overcome his own challenges. That's always great when you can teach from real world experience, right? He believes that people have the innate power to change their own lives through exercise, nutritional patterns, sleeping better, and more. And Lorian says, stop chasing happiness, chase your purpose instead. A purpose in support of others will protect you from stress, anxiety, depression, and loneliness. Guys, it's so true. We want to get out of our head and see who we can serve. And I can't think of a better way to serve people than through creating your own mastermind course. So I wanted to share those shout outs and congratulations to everybody that we mentioned here. These are just a few of the many success stories that we're seeing in the mastermind.com platform. So I want to get into a short training with you on not overwhelming our students. Okay, super important. This came up. I was doing coaching here at mastermind.com, and I ran across somebody who gave me the idea for this title, gave me the idea for this training. Here's the deal. Oftentimes, when we're first starting out, when we're creating our first course, if we're insecure or unsure about whether we're doing enough in our course, or if we feel like maybe we're not enough to put this course out there, right? What'll happen is we'll go, well, how about if I just err on the side of pouring everything I can into this course, okay, and making it as comprehensive as possible. And let me just make it so that like nobody could critique this course. It's going to be so comprehensive, right? Now, there is something to be said for having a comprehensive course if that's the goal of your course, is to go like A to Z, build something completely, from zero all the way to hero, right? However, we need to always be aware and be careful that we don't overwhelm our students by doing that. So if we're doing a comprehensive A to Z course, let's make sure that number one, that's what the student is expecting. Number two, that's what the student is paying for. Okay, now here's an important part. If I'm going to do an A to Z course, I'm going to be charging quite a lot more money for that. But the student is going to know that this is a comprehensive course and training. I actually have something like that where I have core training that was recorded over 6 weeks of a live mastermind. And then I have an additional 12 supplementary courses that go along with that. Now that's already sounding overwhelming, right? Except that this is more like a membership site and more like an extensive guided tour through all of this. The supplementary courses are designed to simply be there to supplement if they have questions about email marketing or copywriting or things like that. Also, that's a high ticket course. And so when somebody's offering a high ticket course, you do want to be more comprehensive, but you want to give your students a guided journey if it's going to be that comprehensive. So what I did was that it was a high ticket course. It's $997 and whatnot. When creating our courses, though, our basic courses, like the courses that most of my courses are, stick to the plan or the way that I've taught you how to outline your course. The way that I teach you in the training that's included in your mastermind membership, with starting with a yellow pad, write down all the questions that a student would have about your topic, and then write down all the questions a student should have about your topic but doesn't know yet. And then start to categorize those in prioritize those in order so that there's a good flow. If you'd follow that outline process, you will have a very complete course. When or if you start to veer from that outline process, or you feel like, oh, this is not enough, I'm not enough, or it's not enough, right? One or the other. then you might run the temptation of going, well, okay, let me add more here and add more here and add more here. I call that fluff. Fluff is anything that doesn't directly contribute to them following a good flow, step by step by step, to understanding the full scope of what you're teaching. I'm not a big fan of fluff because I want to keep the student engaged, excited, learning every step of the way. And anything that sends them on a tangent is usually not good. It's like a distraction, right? So this came up because somebody yesterday was asking me about how long their course should be. And they said, man, I got everything in there but the kitchen sink. I've got all these different things, and I'm a little nervous about confusing my students. I said, yeah, you should be, because that is a lot of stuff to put in. Also, I got an email from somebody that said, Dave, I'm trying to create a minimum viable course. That's like a software term for getting your first product out and just testing the market with it, right? And says, I think I should have about 100 videos in it, in this course. And I was like, whoa, 100 videos for a minimum viable course, meaning just a starter course. That's a lot of videos. And his concern was that he was feeling blocked, like he was feeling overwhelmed by putting this expectation upon himself that his minimum viable course, his basic course, was going to need 100 videos. Look, we can make this business as easy or as hard as we want on ourselves. I say, if you're starting out, just like one of our success stories today, she got her first course up and she says, I'm only charging $45 for it or $47 for it, because she wanted to get a course up and go through the process and learn the process. And now she's going to come back with a more extensive course, right? So that's what I recommend, is let's not make this harder than it has to be. Let's build something that we know we can put out there quickly. Number one, you gain the experience. Number two, you gain the confidence. Number three, you can come back and build another course, or you can come back and add to your existing course, right? A lot of times in my entrepreneurial journey, I've not only gone for it, meaning, dare to try something new, but I've also done things just to experience them, because I knew by gaining that experience, I would feel more confident, I would be stronger going forward, I'd be able to build upon that experience to another level. That's what I'm recommending for you all. If you're starting out with your very first course and you want to test the waters and put something out there, just get something up there quickly, right? And now I'm not saying sacrifice on quality, but what I'm saying is that here's what happens. What happens is a lot of people don't know what is expected with an online course. When they don't know what is expected with an online course, they gravitate toward, let me build the end all be all course. Let me build, because that way I cover all the bases, right? I'll cover the minimum viable product, and I'll also cover, anybody else's expectations. Well, really what you should be thinking about is, how can I get a course up that can quickly and easily solve a problem for my student? Know that if you follow my outlining system, you'll be able to create courses quickly. You'll be able to create a lot of courses, and all these courses will be high quality. So know that going in, create a course, put it up there, and now you'll feel so much more confident. Okay, I got it done. I went through the whole process and I got it done. Now I can move forward. Okay. Now that's one option. The other option is go about your business, create the course you were going to create, make it more extensive if you want. I guess what I'm saying is, it depends on the confidence level that you have to begin with. If you're pretty confident about, hey, I'm going to create this course, then just go ahead and do what you're going to do. If you're feeling resistance or a little overwhelmed, or perfectionistic tendencies, or you're feeling stuck, then just get something up quick, right? Get something up quick so you overcome that barrier and you move forward with your next course, or a continuation or enlarging of that existing course. Now, when somebody has all these other additional content pieces to their course, that's still okay. Like this person that I was talking to, that I was coaching, I said, here's what you can do. You've got, think of what you need to deliver as your main course, your core training, right? Think of that as the stuff that we outline using the question technique, using my outlining technique, right? Then if you have additional content or videos or PDFs or checklists, put those at the end of the course as supplementary or bonus content. Okay. So think of ways to have a core training that your student goes through step by step by step. And then as you have these little tangents or offshoots of subjects that you think would be helpful, add those as bonus content. And people love that. People love that you over delivered. You gave them the result that they wanted through your core training, and then you over delivered with the additional bonuses and checklists and mind maps and additional video training as well. So that's my message for you today. I just wanted to share that with you because these are real world questions that are coming to me. And I figured, man, this would be a great topic to help people to figure out this journey. Like, how do I do this so I don't overwhelm my students? Because it's easy to do that. It's actually easy to overwhelm your students if you yourself feel overwhelmed and you feel like, man, I got to create this incredible, 100 video course. When frankly, most of my courses are relatively short. They're on the very shortest end, I've created 45-minute courses. On the highest end, I've created, courses that are 10 or 15 hours. But the majority of my courses are really about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Because in that hour and a half, 2 hours, you can get a lot of information across, especially if you do it efficiently, the way that I teach. And you can completely cover a subject in that period of time. Now, there are some topics, granted, that are going to take a lot more time. Like, I know, for example, software programming. Those courses can take a long time, okay? Or, I mean, I know nobody here is going to probably teach neurosurgery, but I would imagine a neurosurgery course would take a long time, right? There may be some courses out there that you'll create that may be longer courses, and that's okay. What I'm saying is the bread and butter courses that you're going to create, like I've created, are going to be anywhere from an hour to 3 hours long, roughly. So think of it that way, and think of it as like, okay, I got to get that done, and then I'll get it done, and now I can move on to either longer course or additional short courses on similar topics. So that's what I got for you today. I hope you're inspired by the shout outs. We got some great people doing great things, and I'm getting to meet some of you now in the coaching, which is very exciting. The coaching is available to those who are in the I forget what the accelerated plan, the accelerate plan. So so if you want to be able to participate in that, then check out the accelerate plan as well. Very exciting to see what's happening here at mastermind.com. We're starting to get into a rhythm, and I'm seeing things happen, and it's so exciting. So thank you, everybody, for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you all next week.